Mia, let me tell you a story. Years ago, when I was first starting to learn a new language, I wanted to tell my friend that I was feeling under the weather, which means I was a little bit sick. But instead of thinking in that language, I tried to translate the words one by one. I stood up, looked at him, and said, "I am feeling under the rain."
Under the rain. Oh my God, Simon. Did he think you were literally standing in a storm?
Yes, he looked at me, looked at the clear blue sky, and said, "Simon, are you okay? It's not raining." It was so embarrassing. That is the problem with translation. When you translate, you don't speak a language, you speak a code that makes no sense. You're always one step behind the conversation. You're like a slow computer trying to run a big game. The screen just freezes.
That is exactly how it feels. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mia and Simon podcast. I'm Mia, and he's the guy who stands under the rain. Today we are finally killing the translator in your head. Our topic is Think English, Speak English, how to stop translating and start living.
If you want to be funny, if you want to be smart, and if you want to be fast, you have to stop translating and start thinking in English. We're going to show you how to turn your brain into an English native machine in 8 simple steps.
But wait, before we start, if you love this podcast and you want to join our No Translation Club, please hit that like button right now. And make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell icon. We are building the fastest growing community of English speakers in the world, and we want you to be part of it. When you subscribe, you help us reach more people who are tired of translating and ready to finally speak. So click that button. It only takes 1 second, but it helps us forever.
We have a massive 8-part plan for you. We're going to cover everything from the mental labeling trick to how to dream in English.
This is going to be our most fun episode ever. Forget the grammar books for a minute. Let's learn how to actually think like a native speaker.
Are you ready to stop being a translator and start being a speaker? Let's go. Why your brain is lazy. Mia, imagine you are trying to write a letter in English. You start with a thought in your native language. Then you stop. You search for the word in your brain. Then you search for the grammar rule. Then you try to fix the sentence to make it sound like English. All of this happens in 5 seconds. Your brain is working 10 times harder than it needs to. It's like trying to drive a car while someone is sitting in the back seat and pulling the emergency brake.
It is so true. And then when you finally speak, you sound like a robot. You sound nervous. You sound like you are reading the words from a page in your head. People can tell you are translating because you have that long, awkward silence before you answer a simple question. It's like there's a translator worker inside your head, and he's very, very slow.
Exactly. That translator worker is the reason you are tired after just 10 minutes of English. He is making you do double the work. Every time you speak, he has to process the language twice. It's exhausting. But the secret is this. You don't need a translator. Your brain already has the ability to connect a thought directly to an English word. You just have to fire the translator and force your brain to make new, direct connections.
I love that. Fire the translator. It sounds so good. But how do we actually do it? If I see a cup of coffee, my brain naturally says the word in my native language first. How do I stop that? How do I make my brain say coffee first without the middle step?
It's about direct labeling. When you are alone, look at the things around you and say the English words out loud. Look at your phone and say phone. Look at the sky and say sky. Do not say the word in your native language. Do not compare them. Just put the English label directly on the object.
That is such a simple, fun game. It feels like I'm training a puppy. Every time I see a cat, I shout cat in my head. And if I do it enough, my brain stops looking for the old word and just jumps straight to the new one. No middleman allowed.
Exactly. And here's the pro tip for everyone listening. If you love this podcast and you want more of these brain hacks, make sure to click that subscribe button. We share these tricks every single week to help you stop the translation madness. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. You're officially part of our Think English squad.
Yes, join our squad and hit that like button if you are ready to fire your internal translator today. Let's make it our mission to stop the translation train and start the English-only express.
People think that translating makes you safe. They think that if they translate, they won't make a mistake. But translating is exactly why you make mistakes. You're trying to force one language to fit into the box of another. It's like trying to put a square piece into a round hole. It just doesn't fit.
I'm officially firing my internal translator today. He's getting his pink slip, he's fired. He's going on a long, permanent vacation.
Goodbye, translator. You are not needed anymore. Now we have a bigger problem to solve. We have to learn how to keep the English-only machine running. See, don't translate. Mia, do you remember when you were a baby? Before you could speak, you didn't have a translator in your head. If you were hungry, you didn't think about the word food. You just saw a picture of a bottle or a piece of fruit in your mind. You had a mental image. This is the most powerful tool for thinking in English. When you want to say apple, do not think of the word in your native language. Just see a red, shiny, round apple in your brain.
I love that. It is like being an artist. Instead of using a dictionary, I am using a camera. If I want to talk about running, I don't need to look for a word. I just play a little movie in my head of someone moving fast with their legs. The word running is just the label for that movie. It is so much faster.
Exactly. Most people get stuck because they try to label everything. They think object, native word, translation, English word. That is a long, slow road. But the see, don't translate method is simple. Object, mental image, English word. See the picture, then give it an English name.
This is also great for grammar. If you want to use the past tense, don't worry about the grammar rules. Just see a picture of something that happened yesterday. If you want to use the future tense, see a picture of something that is going to happen tomorrow. The image tells your brain which time you are in. It is much more natural.
And for our listeners, here's your homework for today. When you're walking down the street, look at everything. See a tree. See a car. See a dog. See a cloud. Do not say the names in your native language. Just look at the object and say the English word. If you don't know the English word, don't translate it. Just look at the object and say, I don't know what this is, but I will find out. That is much better than translating.
If you are having fun with these tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We want to help you reach 100% English fluency. And if you have a friend who is also tired of translating, share this podcast with them. Let's help everyone in the world think in English. It only takes one click to share, and it makes our community even stronger.
We're building a thinking English army. It's going to be amazing. Mia, what about the words that are not things? What about abstract ideas like love or freedom? You can't take a picture of those. How do we handle the hard words?
That is a great question. We have a special technique for those too. Explain it simple, using the words you already know.
See, don't translate. Mia, do you remember when you were a baby? Before you could speak, you didn't have a translator in your head. If you were hungry, you didn't think about the word food. You just saw a picture of a bottle or a piece of fruit in your mind. You had a mental image. This is the most powerful tool for thinking in English. When you want to say apple, do not think of the word in your native language. Just see a red, shiny, round apple in your brain.
I love that. It is like being an artist. Instead of using a dictionary, I am using a camera. If I want to talk about running, I don't need to look for a word. I just play a little movie in my head of someone moving fast with their legs. The word running is just the label for that movie. It is so much faster.
Exactly. Most people get stuck because they try to label everything. They think object, native word, translation, English word. That is a long, slow road. But the see, don't translate method is simple. Object, mental image, English word. See the picture, then give it an English name.
This is also great for grammar. If you want to use the past tense, don't worry about the grammar rules. Just see a picture of something that happened yesterday. If you want to use the future tense, see a picture of something that is going to happen tomorrow. The image tells your brain which time you are in. It is much more natural.
And for our listeners, here's your homework for today. When you're walking down the street, look at everything. See a tree. See a car. See a dog. See a cloud. Do not say the names in your native language. Just look at the object and say the English word. If you don't know the English word, don't translate it. Just look at the object and say, I don't know what this is, but I will find out. That is much better than translating.
If you are having fun with these tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We want to help you reach 100% English fluency. And if you have a friend who is also tired of translating, share this podcast with them. Let's help everyone in the world think in English. It only takes one click to share, and it makes our community even stronger.
We're building a thinking English army. It's going to be amazing. Mia, what about the words that are not things? What about abstract ideas like love or freedom? You can't take a picture of those. How do we handle the hard words?
That is a great question. We have a special technique for those too. Explain it simple, using the words you already know.
Using the words you already know. Mia, have you ever felt like a child? When you were little, if you didn't know the word for refrigerator, what did you say? You said the cold box in the kitchen. You didn't stop talking. You just used simple words to describe the object. But when we grow up, we think we need to know every single big word. If we don't know the word, we get scared, and we translate.
You are so right. I do that all the time. If I forget the word for umbrella, I don't need a translator. I can just say, the thing I hold when it rains to keep me dry. My friend will understand me perfectly. The goal of language is to communicate, not to show off how many big words you know. If you can explain your thought, you are a success.
Exactly. This is the secret of thinking in English. If you forget a word, don't go back to your native language. Just describe it. If you forget bicycle, say the two-wheeled thing you ride to work. If you forget exhausted, say, I am very, very, very tired. Use the tools you have. This forces your brain to stay inside the English world. It turns your problem into a game.
I love this game. It is like being a detective. It makes the conversation much more fun. And guess what? Usually the other person will say, oh, you mean a bicycle? And then you learn the word naturally, without ever needing a dictionary. You learn by doing, not by searching.
And for our listeners, here's a quick tip. If you're enjoying these fun hacks, do not forget to like and subscribe. We want to make sure you never miss a lesson. When you subscribe, you are telling the world that you are a serious English speaker who refuses to translate. Join our growing community. Hit that button and let's go.
Yes, join the squad. We are having so much fun here. And if you have a friend who is also tired of being the guy who stands under the rain, share this video with them. They will thank you for it.
So, the rule for Section 4 is never stop talking. If you don't know a word, just use 3 other words to explain it. Keep the English train moving. Do not let the translator stop the train.
I feel like my English-only brain is getting stronger every minute. But Simon, I have another question. What about when I go to sleep? My brain is still in my native language when I dream. How do I make my dreams English-only too?
That is the next level. The bedtime trick. How to dream in English. Mia, have you ever noticed that when you are very tired at night, your brain does not want to use big words? It wants to keep things simple. This is actually the perfect time to practice your English-only thinking. Instead of reading a hard book or watching a complicated movie, try to talk to yourself in your head about your day. Use very simple sentences. Today was a good day. I drank coffee. I talked to my friend. I am tired now.
That sounds so peaceful. It is like a little English lullaby for my brain. If I do this every night, I am not trying to study English. I am just living my life in English. It feels very natural because I'm talking about my own day, my own feelings, and my own actions. It is not like schoolwork at all.
Exactly. And because you're doing this right before you sleep, your brain keeps playing these English sentences while you're in bed. You're telling your brain, this is important. Keep practicing this. This is how you start to have dreams in English. It doesn't happen in one night, but if you do this every night for a month, your brain will start to speak English even when you're asleep.
This is such a cool trick. It takes the pressure off. I don't need to be a master to do this. I just need to be a human talking to myself. And for our listeners, if you are finding these tips easy to follow, please like this video and subscribe to our channel right now. We're creating the easiest way to learn English, and we want you to be part of it. When you subscribe, you are joining a group of people who are all becoming English thinkers together.
Join the squad. And if you know someone who wants to dream in English, share this video with them. They will be so happy you did. The more people we have in our Thinking English squad, the more fun we will have.
So the rule for Section 5 is talk to yourself, then go to sleep. Do not use a translator. Just use the simple words you know. Say things like, the bed is soft. The lights are off. Good night, brain. It is so simple, but it is so powerful. Your brain will start to see English as a part of your daily life, not just a subject you study in school.
That is the ultimate goal, isn't it? To make English feel like you, not like a foreign thing, but like your own voice.
I am already excited for tonight. I'm going to tell myself a little story in English before I close my eyes. But Simon, what about when I'm awake? Sometimes I get nervous when I have to speak to a real person. How do I keep my English-only brain during a real conversation?
That is the next level. How to stay in English when you're nervous. How to stay in English. Mia, have you ever been in a conversation where the other person suddenly starts speaking your native language? Maybe they know you speak it, or they are just trying to be helpful. As soon as they do that, your English brain shuts down and your native language brain wakes up. It's like someone just knocked down your wall. How do we stop this from happening?
Oh, I hate that. It is so tempting to switch. My brain is lazy and it says, oh, thank goodness, I can speak my easy language now. But if I switch, I lose all the progress I made. My English-only brain goes back to sleep. So what is the secret to keeping the shield up?
The secret is a magic sentence. You need a sentence that you can say immediately without thinking every time someone tries to switch languages. You say, I am practicing my English. Can we please continue in English? If you have this sentence ready in your head, you don't have to translate. You just fire the sentence like a shield. You don't even have to be rude. You can be very polite and smiley.
That is genius. It's like a reset button for the conversation. By saying that, I'm telling my brain, stay in English, do not switch. And I'm telling the other person that I'm serious about my goal. Most people will be very happy to help you practice. They might even think, wow, she's really dedicated. It actually makes you look more professional, not less.
Exactly. And here's a pro tip for everyone listening. If you want to build this shield, you need a community that supports you. That's why you should like this video and subscribe to our channel right now. When you subscribe, you're joining a Thinking English family. We're all here to support each other's English-only journeys. Don't do it alone. Join us.
Yes, join our family. We're all holding our shields together. And if you have a friend who is also trying to stay in English, share this video with them. Let's build a world where we don't need to translate anymore.
The conversation shield is not just for others, it's for you. It protects you from your own desire to take the easy way out. Every time you refuse to switch languages, your English brain gets stronger. It's like lifting a weight at the gym. The resistance is the practice.
I am going to practice my magic sentence today. I am practicing my English. It feels so good to say it. But Simon, what happens if I'm in a situation where I have to be very fast, like a business meeting or a crowded party? How do I keep the shield up when I don't have time to explain?
That is the ultimate test of your English-only brain. How to answer fast without translating. How to answer fast. Mia, have you ever been asked a question and, because you were nervous, you panicked and translated? You knew the answer, but your brain tried to find the shortcut through your native language. The result? You stuttered, you got confused, and you felt embarrassed. But what if I told you that you could answer almost any question in English without ever needing to translate?
That sounds like magic, Simon. How can I answer fast when I am feeling scared? My brain usually likes to hide in the translation cave when it gets nervous. How do I keep it out in the English-only light?
It's all about the fillers. Native speakers do not speak in perfect, clean sentences. They use fillers to buy themselves a second or two. When someone asks you a hard question, don't rush to answer in your native language. Instead, use English sounds. Say things like, let me see, or that's an interesting question, or, well, actually.
I love that. Those sounds are like a pause button for the conversation. I'm still speaking English, but I'm giving my brain an extra second to find the picture or the idea I need. I'm not translating, I'm just warming up my English engine.
Exactly. And here's another secret. Keep your sentences short. When you're nervous, you try to build long, complicated sentences. That's when you fail. Instead, use mini sentences. If someone asks you, "How was your day?" don't say a long story. Say, "It was great. I had coffee. I saw a friend. I'm happy." Short, simple, and 100% English.
This is so helpful. It keeps the English-only shield strong because I don't give my brain a chance to get confused. And for all our amazing listeners, if these speed hacks are helping you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're on a mission to help 1 million people think in English. When you subscribe, you're helping us grow our family. And if you have a friend who always gets nervous speaking, hit that share button and send this hack to them.
Join the squad. We want you here. The more we practice these speed hacks together, the faster we will all become. You're already doing so much better than you were at the start of this episode.
I feel like my English-only brain is now a sports car. It's fast, it's smooth, and it's ready to go anywhere. But Simon, even with all these tricks, there's one final thing. We need to make sure we keep doing this every single day. How do we turn all these tips into a permanent way of living?
That's the last and most important step. How to make it permanent. How to make it permanent. Mia, we have reached the finish line. We have taken away the translator. We have used our eyes to see pictures, and we have learned how to answer fast. Now the final step is to make this English-only habit a part of who you are. This is not something you do just in the classroom. This is how you walk, how you breathe, and how you exist. We call this the English-only life.
I love that name. It feels so free. It means I am not learning English anymore, I am living it. The translation days are truly over. I don't feel like I am fighting against myself when I speak. I feel like my voice is finally my own. It is the best feeling in the world.
Exactly. And for our listeners, here's the secret to making this permanent. Connect English to the things you already love. If you love cooking, follow recipes only in English. If you love sports, watch the games and listen to the announcers in English. If you love music, learn the stories behind the songs in English. When you stop studying and start living your hobbies in English, your brain forgets to look for a translator. It just gets busy enjoying the activity.
That is the best advice ever. And if you have enjoyed this 8-part mega series, please do us a huge favor. Hit that like button one last time and subscribe to the channel. We are here every single week with more tips to make your life easier and your English faster. And share this entire series with your friends. Let's help the whole world switch to English only. We are so happy you chose us to be your guides on this journey.
Join the squad. Being a part of this community makes the journey so much easier. We're all learning together, and we're all winning together. And remember, every time you choose not to translate, you're giving a gift to your future self.
I am already doing it. Even when I'm just walking to the shop, I'm describing the world in English in my head. The shop is open. The people are kind. The sky is bright. It is such a simple, beautiful way to live. My translator is gone, and I am finally the master of my own mind.
You are the master now, Mia, and so are all of you listening. The English-only life is waiting for you. It's not about being perfect, it's about being you, just in a different language. So go out there, speak your truth, and never look back at the translator again.
Thank you for listening to the Mia and Simon podcast. I'm Mia.
And I'm Simon. Think English, speak English. Goodbye.